Again, I'd like to welcome you all to the Ron Lineberger Gym for this Holy Hoops matchup. We're about to get set underway here with Nick Miller facing off against junior Elias King. Referees getting set, and we are about ready to begin this Holy Hoops matchup. Much anticipated game after two great games on the freshman and JV level. And D. Simone, what are the keys to tonight's game for the Falcons?
Well, I think the keys to tonight are going to be, first of all, for CB defensively, shutting down that perimeter attack from Jesuit. They're very good beyond the arc, have a lot of good three-point shooters. They need to play good defense and not turn the ball over. Ball taken now by Jamari Jackson. Drives up the right line, hands off to Marengo. Marengo now with the ball, looking for somebody to pass to. Gives it off to Wiggins, to Loftus. Loftus looking for King down low. Back to Wiggin. Wiggin now controlling the ball. Gives it off to Jackson. Jackson asking for a screen, doesn't get it. Jackson gives it to Wiggin. Back to Marengo. Marengo looking for help, back to Wiggin. Wiggin now in control of the ball, drives, kicks out to Jackson. Shot clock's running out. Jackson to Loftus. Loftus now drives, finds Marengo. Marengo puts up the three and Marengo rails the Matthew Marengo with the three. That's a great shot from Marengo. He struggled from three against Casa. He was 1 of 4, but a great start for him tonight from beyond the arc. Matthew Ehrlich now with the ball. Ehrlich looking for somebody to pass to, gives it off to Rutherford. Rutherford now will reset at the top of the key. Rutherford now looking for help, passes back off to Ehrlich. Ehrlich now hands it off to Jake Verga, star guard for Jesuit, and is thrown up in the air and in for Ehrlich. That's a two-pointer. 3-2 now in favor of Christian Brothers. Here's Jamari Jackson bringing the ball back up the floor, asking for help. Here comes King to give it to him. Screened by King. Jackson with the ball, gives off to Loftus. Loftus now drives, takes a shot, puts it up. No good. Rebound jostled for, out of bounds, and it will stay Christian Brothers basketball. Well, I got to say, I like the passing that I'm seeing from Christian Brothers. It looks like they're getting the ball around, confusing that Jesuit defense. And they got Marengo for that open shot early. We're going to need a lot more of that if they're going to be successful tonight. Jackson to inbound, gives it to King, and King rattles it home. 5-2 Christian Brothers here with 6 minutes, 34 seconds left to go in the opening quarter. King, of course, you know he's going to score a lot. He averages 24 points per game for Christian Brothers. Expect a lot more of paint work from him. Rutherford now driving. Rutherford puts up a tough shot, misses, gets his own rebound. Rutherford puts it up again, gets fouled, and he'll go to the line. Looked like Jamari Jackson might have reached in there. It is indeed against Jamari Jackson. So Rutherford will go to the line. Rutherford from the line. He's a good free throw shooter. Very impressive. As a sophomore, he is third on the team in points per game with 11.1. He's shooting 45% from field goal percentage. Had a high of 28 against Rio Americano in that rivalry matchup. The Marauders have 3 players averaging over 10 points a game. Yes, and they do. Other than that, there really is not much to look at on paper. So Christian Brothers will look to shut down their offensive attack here tonight. Absolutely. They got to shut down their big 3. That's a big difference between Christian Brothers and Jesuit. Is Jesuit has 3 players that are over double digits in points per game. For Christian Brothers, it is all Elias King. Rutherford misses the first, makes the second, so it's going to be a 5-3 Christian Brothers lead. Here's Jamari Jackson now running as the point guard. Jackson looks to get around the corner to the right. He's going to drive, puts up a tough shot, and banks it in. Jamari Jackson makes 2 points. There's Jamari Jackson, the Christian Brothers lead. Doing it all himself. He drives to the baseline. That's aggressive play by Christian Brothers. They're going to need that in this game tonight. Here's Ehrlich now. Back up top, hands off to Rutherford. Rutherford now looking for some room. Tough shot at the top of the key, nails it. That looked like some confusion on that Christian Brothers defense. Rutherford was wide open for that one. They can't have those kinds of miscommunications. Now Marengo now driving kicks. Loftus now with the ball. 7-5 in favor of Christian Brothers. Errant pass by Casey Loftus and a turnover, the first turnover of the game. And it'll be in the hands of the Marauders here with 5:40 left to go in the opening quarter. Yeah, I think Loftus is a little in his own head here. Got to get those jitters out. Hasn't started in this game in a while. But, of course, we all remember that JV year, Casey Loftus, very clutch in the Holy Hoops games with those free throws. Tough shot there made by Ehrlich, and he ties the game at 7. Here's Jamari Jackson now. Jamari still with the ball, looking for some help. He'll drive right, kick it out to Marengo. Marengo back to the middle for King. King now makes a move, puts up a tough shot. Misses it, gets his own rebound, puts it up again. There's King. Fouled, and puts it in. King. An and one for Elias King, and a chance for a three-point play. There's that 6'8 King. He's using his reach to just get on top of these Jesuit defenders. He's overpowering them in the box.
First free throw attempt here for Christian Brothers. They lead 9-7 with 5:09 left to go in the first quarter. It's been a high-energy first quarter, high scoring, just what you like out of a Holy Hoops matchup.
Absolutely, Alex. Here comes King.
King sinks the free throw, increases the Falcons' lead 10-7.
Alex, I got to say, we haven't seen much of Jake Verga with the ball.
That was a great kick out there by Jake Verga, but Dominic Wall was unable to hit. And now here's Elias King bringing the ball back up the court. Chance for the Falcons to go up by 5 or more. Elias King with the spin. Ooh, can't get the left-handed finger roll to drop. And here comes Rutherford now pushing the pace on the transition. Rutherford cuts through the defense, misses the open shot.
Rebounded by
Marengo throws it up court, intercepted by Verga. Verga nearly had it stripped by Wiggin, but Verga gets it back now, and Verga's going to slow down the pace. Here's Wall now, slowing down the tempo a little bit. Hands off to Rutherford. Rutherford now, top of the key, hands off to Verga. Excuse me, that's Ehrlich with the ball. Ehrlich now, stolen by
King.
King, next man miss, tipped by Wall. Wall dives, unable to save it, and it will stay Falcons basketball.
Falcons seem to be a little off with their ball handling. Need to be more consistent with the basketball.
That's going to be Justin Gregg entering the game for Ehrlich. Here's King now with the ball. Gives it back out to Jackson. Jackson in the corner. Jackson back to the left. Gives it back up top to Marengo. Marengo now driving to the left. Hands it off to Loftus. Now it's King. King shoots the three, and King
just
misses.
off the mark.
Rebound by Rutherford. Rutherford now streaking up the court. Looking for a pass. Gives it off. That's Simpson with the three. Tie game, 10-10.
They need to watch out for Chris Simpson from beyond the arc. Big man, you expect him to do a lot in the paint, but really, from three, he's a good shooter.
Here's Jamari Jackson now.
He has a 39% three-point percentage.
Marengo now, top of the paint. Gives it off to Wiggins. Wiggins drives, fouled, and he'll get to the line. Good, strong move there by Wiggins, and he earns his way to the free throw line.
Wiggins, now that's a player that I'm pretty impressed with. Of course, he's just a sophomore, but in their first game against Berkeley, in the Falcons' first game against Berkeley, he put up 14 points against a respectable team. He's definitely earning his place on this Christian Brothers Falcons basketball team.
He'll miss the first one.
Everett Perot.
Everett Perot comes in for Casey Loftus.
Andre Albison.
And into the game comes Andre Albison, I believe.
So Loftus will sit.
Check that, Albison is not in the game.
Yeah, it was instead Everett Perot coming in.
Albison, of course, the stud junior point guard for the Falcons.
Justin Gregg now hands it off to Jake Verga. Verga drives. Finger roll, no good. Rebound, Elias King.
I'm surprised we haven't seen more of Verga in this first quarter. He hasn't made much of an impact.
King, down low, puts it up. Perot puts it up, no good. Foul called against Wiggin. So Jesuit will have the ball. Game tied at 10 with 3 minutes, 11 seconds left to go in the first quarter as subs for Jesuit set to come into the game.
And now Albison looked like he was about to come into the game there. But now I see him back on. Oh, no, he is coming into the game. Andre Albison, of course, the stud junior point guard for the Falcons. Excellent ball handling skills, some of the best on the team, but he is battling a knee injury. He was limited at practice earlier this week. I'm excited to see what he does, if that knee is going to affect him or how it's going to affect his play.
Here's Rutherford now, puts it in the hand of Simpkins. Here's Wall now, dishes it off, stolen by Jamari Jackson. Jackson streaking up the right sideline. Jackson tries to find King, unable to, taken by Wall. Wall to Rutherford, it's a 2-on-1. Back to Simpkins, foul.
That's some
Matt Marengo.
Excellent defense by Matt Marengo, though. Of course he fouls, but that was a 2-on-1. You got to respect Marengo for that defensive effort. He was all by himself down there.
So Simpson draws the foul, so he'll go to the free throw line with a chance to give the Marauders their first lead of the game.
Here comes Simpson. He's a good shooter. He is a good shooter. Been a stud on this Jesuit basketball team for a while. I believe he played varsity as a freshman.
Simpson hits the first,
clocking in
hits the second.
6'6", 195. He's just a big kid, and he's a good basketball player.
Jamar Jackson now with the ball. Jamar Jackson, tough drive to the hole. Banks it off the glass, ties the game at 12.
There's some more aggressiveness from Jackson. We saw earlier when he drove to the hoop all by himself. We're going to need a lot of that from him.
Rutherford now with the ball, takes it out, resets. Rutherford at the top. Gets a screen from Simile. Drives. Blocked.
Good
and here's
defense by
Allison.
the
Pass to
Falcons.
King. King with the dunk.
King throws it down.
Stuffs it down. 14-12. And we're going to wait as the net was dislodged by that vicious jam from Elias King.
And that was just impressive. He is 6'6". It's easy for him to get up there. He gets the dunk on the fast break. And let me tell you something, Alex. The student section is loving it.
Student section going wild is now. Here comes Rutherford. Rutherford running point. Simpson with him. Simpson will take control now. Dishes off to Greg. Greg now drives in the hole. Dishes to Simile. And he'll
That's another miscommunication on defense by the Falcons. They need to defend the baseline, otherwise they're going to give up points in the paint to this Jesuit team. They can't get too focused on defending those perimeter shooters.
Here's Marengo now. Back out top to Jackson. Here's King now. King will take it back into the middle. There's Albison. Albison now driving right. It's Marengo now. Marengo decides to fake the three. Now he's going to shoot a baseline jumper. Misses it. Big rebound there by Perot.
Great rebound by Perot. Excellent rebound by Perot there. Just uses his size, his sheer size, to overpower those Jesuit baseline defenders.
Into the Falcons number 3, Will Warner.
Perot, the forward, at 6'6".
Now junior Will Warner will enter the game as Jamar Jackson looks to inbound. Game is tied 14-all. Here's King. King drives, kicks it out to Warner. Back to Albison. Albison to Warner. Warner to Perot. Perot takes a three.
That is
Rims
only
out.
the second
Albison.
three he's taken all year. I'm surprised that he chose that shot, Alex.
Hustle play from Action Jackson doesn't pay off as Jesuit will regain possession here with a chance to take the lead with 1:15 left to go in this opening quarter.
Looks like Simpson's going to inbound it to Rutherford.
Here's Ehrlich now. Gives it to Rutherford. Rutherford with the ball in the court. Now he's going to take it back up top. Gives off to Verga. Verga now driving. Verga pull-up jump shot. Short. Will Warner with the rebound. Warner now up the court. 2-on-1 if he hustles. Dishes off to Albison. Albison puts it up. Misses. Perot misses again. Perot
gets his
fighting
own
for the
rebound,
rebound.
like.
Dishes it back out, and a travel is called against Perot. And Jesuit will retain possession.
Some good fighting by Christian Brothers that just need to finish. They got off a few shots on that possession, but what I like to see is CB seems to be getting these fast breaks and a lot of opportunities to score. Verga's only taken one shot, and there was that miss.
Here's Rutherford now. Hands it off to Ehrlich. Ehrlich to Verga. Verga to Wall. Wall now in the corner. Wall looking for some space, looking for somebody to pass to. Gives it off to Ehrlich. Ehrlich now with Warner on him. Ehrlich takes it back out, resets. Dishes off to Rutherford. Rutherford now calling the play. Rutherford's going to drive. Puts up a tough shot, blocked by Perot. But a foul is called. So it'll be Rutherford going to the line.
Foul in the paint. I like that they're playing aggressive defense. They need to be more careful to not foul, because they will be hurt at the line by these Jesuit free throw shooters. Game's tied now at 14. This is for the lead.
Rutherford sinks the first as a sub will come on for Jamari Jackson.
And we're getting near the end of the first quarter here.
John Tyler will come in for Jamari Jackson with 26 seconds left in the first quarter. Rutherford will hit his second free throw.
Looks like there's a stop in the play.
Justin Gregg will come back into the game for Rutherford. Here's Albison now, running as point guard. Here's Tyler now, gives it to King. Warner now with the ball, drives left. Warner looking for some space, back out to King. King fakes the shot, drives, lays it in nicely.
There's King again.
16-all with 7 seconds and counting left in the first quarter. Here's Verga now, pulls up, takes the three, short.
He's
Rebound
just off
by
the mark
Wall.
again.
And
Just
the
off
buzzer
mark again.
sounds, and at the end of the first quarter, we are tied 16-16. An exciting first quarter, to say the least. Matt, what'd you like?
Absolutely, Alex. Well, I like to see the aggressiveness that Christian Brothers is playing with. It doesn't look like they're afraid to score in the paint. They're also playing very excellent defense. I got to say, I'm glad to see Elias King came out strong. I think he's got 8 points in this first quarter. And on the Jesuit side, Verga, Ehrlich, they're going to need to step it up if they want to start scoring.
With that, we're going to send it down to Marcus Cepeda again, who's on the sideline with the members of the CB crowd.
What's up, guys? It's Marcus Cepeda here with KBFT Sports. I'm here with Ryan Murphy, Devin Paulding, Rally Chairs. What's the atmosphere like here tonight, boys?
Well, as you can see, it's pretty crazy. I've already lost my voice. We packed out both sides of the gym. It's wild out here.
Yeah, CB Spirit right now is running wild. We're having fun. The boys are playing a great game. It's going to be a good 4 quarters. Elias King's dunk, what was that like for the cheer section?
I almost cried.
Yeah, it's the most excited I've been in a while. Thanks, guys. Big man is going to be key to the rest of this game. We're going to look forward to it. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Marcus. We're about set for the start of the second quarter. The score is tied 16-all. A back-and-forth first quarter it was. So we're looking forward to a good 3 more quarters left to go in this annual Holy Hoops matchup. And Matt, the crowd is chanting. They are loud. They are excited. This has the makings of a classic.
They are hyped up. Also, I'm glad to see Albison's back in the game. It doesn't look like that knee injury is affecting his play too much.
Here's Ehrlich now driving left on Will Warner. Ehrlich's going to kick it back out. It'll be Greg now with the ball. Dishes off to Verga. Verga held quiet so far tonight by this Christian Brothers defense. Verga dishes out now. It's Ehrlich with the ball. Gives it to Greg. Greg to Wall. Wall looking for some room. Back to Greg. Greg now driving left to Verga. Verga puts up a shot, and it's good.
Oh,
Three-pointer for Jake Verga.
There's
That's his first basket of the game.
Verga.
And gives Jesuit a 3-point lead.
There it is. We mentioned that in our keys to the game. That is what the Falcons need to shut down. They cannot have a lot more of that if they want to play effective defense against this Marauders.
Here's King now faking the 3-point shot. Hands it off to Albison. Albison drives. Pulls up, takes a shot, and misses.
He's just off
Rebound
the mark on
goes
that
to Verga. Here's Verga now driving. Verga in transition. Cuts back. And he'll reset with Wall. Wall now taking the shot. Wall hits the 3. So 2 quick 3-pointers here in the second quarter gives Jesuit a 6-point lead.
That's 2 easy 3-pointers. It looks like more miscommunications from this Falcon defense. They're going to need to play better on the perimeter in this second quarter if they want to keep it a close game.
Warner drives, tries to kick it to Perot, and it's off of Jesuit, so it will stay Christian Brothers basketball as Matt Marengo will come back in for Will Warner. It's 22-16 here in favor of the Marauders with 6:45 left to go in the opening half.
I got to say, Jesuit took advantage of that stoppage between quarters. They came out hot, and Christian Brothers, they need a lot more.
Albison misses jump shot. Rebound by Perot. Offensive boards again paying off for Christian Brothers, and he puts it for 2. Cuts the lead to 4. Here's Ehrlich now. Ehrlich driving right. Pulls up. Jump shot from the free throw line. Misses off of Jesuit, it appears, and it'll be Christian Brothers basketball. Christian Brothers gets the defensive stop they needed.
That's off of Darren Similai. Jesuit's big man. He's 6'9", 230. 7.3 points per game and a 59% field goal percentage. He's a big kid.
Elias King 6'8", but Similai is the biggest man on the floor for sure, just by weight alone, as Elias is tall and skinny, and, well, Similai is just big in general. Dishes down low to King. King, little jump hook from inside the paint, gets it to go. 22-20 now in favor of Jesuit. Elias King.
Love to see that from King.
Here's Wall now, dishes down low. Nick Miller with the basket. Makes it 24-20 in favor of Jesuit. Here's King, takes the jump shot, misses. Rebounded by Jesuit. And here comes Rutherford now. Rutherford back into the game. Rutherford trying to drive now, he's going to bring it back out. Gives it off to Wall. Wall now driving. Behind the back pass, stolen by Perot. Perot ahead to Albison. Albison, left-handed layup, takes the contact, no call on the play as it's off glass. And here comes Verga now. Verga by himself, drives, and he draws the foul. Foul taken as John Tyler is charged with the foul as Verga was able to draw it. Casey Loftus will come back into the game now for Tyler. And Jesuit leads by 4 here with 5 minutes and 24 seconds left to go in the opening half.
Looks like Ehrlich's going to inbound it. No, Verga will inbound.
It's been an eventful first half so far, Matt.
Yes, it has.
Defensively, we haven't seen a lot of flashy plays. Do you expect to see more of that as the game progresses?
I do. I saw something, a little flash from Everett Perot. Got his hand in on the steal. That was impressive. But they need to play more on the perimeter.
Here's Rutherford now with the drive. Rutherford able to get 2 off the glass. Here's Warner now bringing it back up. Marengo now with the ball along the right sideline. Back out to Warner. Warner drives and kicks. John Tyler gives it to Loftus. Timeout called by Christian Brothers as Coach Cleary didn't see something he liked as Brian Chavez calls timeout. And we'll take a break with him. We'll be right back at the end of the timeout. And we're back with 5 minutes to go in the opening half. Jesuit 26, Christian Brothers 20, 6-point lead for the Marauders. His inbound pass from Will Warner taken by Casey Loftus. Back to Warner now. Gives it off to Tyler. Tyler back to Warner. Warner looking for some room. Gives it to Marengo. Marengo to Loftus. Loftus now in trouble. Gives it back to Marengo. Marengo now drives left. Kicks it out to King. King with the baseline jump shot. No good.
Takes a 3 again. That's his second 3-point attempt of the game. I think he's 1 for 2.
Rutherford now taking the ball back up the court. Rutherford looking for some room. Step back jump shot is good. Rutherford increases the Jesuit lead to 8 points. And here's Will Warner now bringing it back up for the Falcons. Falcons need to get something going offensively as Jesuit seems up to par on the offensive side of the ball. Here's Warner now looking for some room. Looking for a screen. Instead, he'll give it off to Loftus. Loftus down low to King, and a reach-in foul is going to be called against Nick Miller. So Elias King draws the foul, and Nick Miller.
I got to say, I'm impressed with how Rutherford seems so comfortable as a sophomore in this huge rivalry game. There's not much of a galley crew. About half of the Jesuit side is blue, but Rutherford is unfazed. He seems to be carrying this Jesuit offense, and he'll get the inbound.
Rutherford's been solid so far, and he's going to take it up, gives it off to Ehrlich. Ehrlich now to Wall. Wall back to Rutherford. Rutherford drives, puts up a tough shot and in.
There's Rutherford again, just driving up to the paint and exposing this Christian Brothers baseline defense.
Jesuit lead is up to 10 now after the game was tied at 16 at the break.
Errant
pass from Casey Loftus. Turnover for Christian Brothers. That's the second missed pass by Casey Loftus, his second turnover of the night.
Yeah, I was just going to say, he missed that one earlier. The jitters are not out for Loftus, and he is obviously frustrated with himself as he comes back to the bench.
Jesuit with the ball now up by 10. Second quarter, 3 minutes, 45 seconds left to go. Here's Ehrlich now, gives it off to Verga. Verga held relatively quiet so far.
Yeah,
Verga now with the ball in his hands. Verga drives, kicks it back out. Here's Simpson. Simpson back to Verga. Verga looking for some room. Calls for Rutherford. Now Verga in the isolation. Behind the back pass to no one.
Ooh, he tried to get a little fancy there.
Jackson
and
kicks it out to Perot.
Oh, there's a
Perot with the dunk. Wow. Slam dunk by Perot. Cuts the Jesuit lead to 8. And here's Rutherford now. Puts up a tough shot. Misses. It'll be Simpson with the rebound. Here's Ehrlich driving. Ehrlich the shot. Misses. Loose ball. Verga comes up with it. Verga back out to Wall. And it's going to be Simpson with the 3. Misses. Rebound by Matthew Marengo. Here's Tyler streaking up the floor. Pass to Perot. Perot puts it up. And a traveling is going to be called against Perot. Perot took too many steps. And the possession is back with the Marauders.
And you already know this CB crowd wanted to see another big throwdown from Perot there. They would have gone nuts.
Ball back in the hands of the Marauders. They have the 8-point lead with 2 minutes, 54 seconds left to go in this opening half. Here's Rutherford now. Rutherford with the ball. Hands it off to Simpson. Verga now. Off the Simpson pass. Back to Simpson. Simpson takes the 3. Misses it. Rebound to Matt Marengo. Matt Marengo hands it off to Jamari Jackson. Jackson moving with the ball now. Jackson gives it to Tyler. Tyler back to Jackson. Jackson to Marengo. Marengo looking for some help now. Gives it off to Tyler. Tyler to Jamari Jackson. Here's Jackson now. Drives. Puts up a tough shot and puts it in.
There's another aggressive play by Jamari Jackson.
Here's Verga now. Verga, Jesuit, tempo. Puts up a tough shot and Verga is fouled. Looks like Elias King with the reach and foul right there.
I got to say, I liked that ball movement on that last possession by Christian Brothers.
Correct.
And of course it ends in a Jamari Jackson attacking the rim.
Correction, the foul is going to be called against Tyler. And Verga makes the first free throw.
Verga's got 4 points now. Looking to get this second free throw. That'll give Jesuit an 8-point lead.
Here's Verga now. Hits the second. So Jesuit does indeed get the 8-point lead. And here's Jamari Jackson now back the other way for the Falcons. Jamari gives it off to Tyler. Tyler now looking for some room. Hands it off to Jamari Jackson again. Jackson backs up Verga. Big
Tyler
3 from Tyler.
shoots from
no good.
Very deep.
It'll be off on Marengo.
I don't know about
Jesuit
that.
will get the ball back.
I don't know about that shot selection by John Tyler, Alex. That looked pretty deep, pretty beyond the arc.
Very quick first half indeed in this Holy Hoops matchup. Only 2 minutes left to go in the first half. And here's Rutherford now. Rutherford with the ball. Rutherford gives it off to Wall. Wall now at the top to Verga. Verga fakes a shot, now goes to baseline. Back to Wall. Wall to Rutherford. Rutherford sizing up Jackson. Drives. Foul called. It's going to be a block against Jamari Jackson. He does not like the call, and he's going to be called for the technical foul. Technical foul on Jamari Jackson.
And he is upset with that, visibly upset. And the student section agrees with him.
Looks like Jackson was moving a little bit or was inside the restricted area, was not happy with the call, and the referee was very
with the
quick.
ref a little bit.
Yeah,
Marengo's trying to take him away from it. Poise is key in these big rivalry games.
The referee was very quick to bring out the technical foul call, and Coach Chavez now wanting to know what the deal
with the
was.
ref as well.
Verga makes the technical free throw.
He's 3 of 3 on free throws tonight.
Increases the Jesuit lead to 9. And remember, Verga was also fouled on the play, so he'll shoot free throws again.
And we said earlier, free throws, poise, those fouls are going to be keys in this game. They cannot give up easy points.
Jesuit says that Verga was in the act of shooting. See if the referee agrees. Either way, it is now a 10-point Jesuit lead. They've increased their lead back to 10 with 1 minute 37 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Timeout on the floor, and we'll take a break and be right back for the conclusion of the first half.
And we're back after the break.
Rutherford misses the free throw, and Matt, you were talking about it. This game is getting very chippy.
Yeah, it absolutely is. I think Christian Brothers called a timeout to just kind of center their players, get focused again. After that technical from Jackson, players are getting a little emotional, and you can't afford that. You can't have that be affecting your play.
It'll be Marauders basketball here as Verga will inbound. 11-point Marauder lead here in the first half, 35-24. This clock ticks down to under a minute 30 left to go in the second quarter. Rutherford now with the ball at the top. He's going to drive and hand it off to Wall. Wall now looking for some room. Back off to Miller. Miller strip. Marengo with the steal.
This Marengo with an excellent defensive play. He needs to get more involved offensively. He had that one three-pointer early in the contest, but since then I don't think he's taken a shot.
Foul called on Miller as Elias King draws the contact. Falcons are not in the bonus, so they'll have to take it out down low.
Albison's going to inbound it.
Here's Albison now looking for King in the middle. Instead gives it off to Perot. Perot spins, and a jump ball is called.
And Marengo's not happy about that.
Possession was in favor of the Falcons, so they'll get the possession here. Again, inbounding down low. King now fakes the three-pointer, drives, kicks it back out. Looked like the ball was deflected. It'll stay Falcon basketball. But, Matt, you got to get something going offensively here before the halftime.
Yeah, absolutely. They're being a little careless, it seems, with the ball. It's gone out of bounds a few times on this possession alone. We need to see some attempts.
Another foul is called against Wall. Falcons still not in the penalty, however, so no free throws. Falcons trail by 11, trying to chip away at the Jesuit lead before the break.
There's Wiggin wide open. Attempts the three, and he does not come down with it. Albison gets his first points of the game.
Albison right there for the follow, and here's Rutherford now the other way. Gives it off to Simpson. Simpson to Wall. Wall down low to Miller. Miller back out off of Marengo. Marengo wasn't paying attention. Here's Rutherford now. Drives along the baseline. Puts up a wild shot, rebounded by Perot. Perot now is going to slow it down.
That's good baseline defense by the Falcons. Rutherford was getting them earlier in this quarter.
Marengo nails the three, cuts into the Jesuit lead. It's a 6-point Marauder lead as Marengo hits his second three-pointer of the night.
And the Falcons needed that. They really needed that. They needed a speck of light on offense, and Marengo delivers.
Wall puts up a wild shot, rebounded by King.
There's another board for King.
Here's Albison now. Albison puts up a three, misses it. Rebound goes to Miller, and Miller is fouled by Wiggin with 0.3 seconds left, and that is costly because Jesuit is in the bonus. So instead of letting it play out, Jesuit would not have got a shot off. Instead, it'll be Miller at the line shooting two. What a costly mistake there by Wiggin.
Absolutely. I mean, you got to give him credit. You got to give him some slack. He's a sophomore on varsity. This is his first really big game. Large crowd. It's understandable if he's getting in his own head a little bit.
It'll be Miller now at the line, looking to increase the Jesuit lead before halftime. Nails the first shot, and Matt, these Jesuit Marauders, they can shoot the basketball.
They absolutely can, Alex. Not only can they shoot the basketball, they can. They're pretty clutch from the free throw line, and that's been hurting the Falcons.
Miller misses the second free throw, so at halftime the score will be 36 for the Marauders and 29 for the Falcons. Falcons trail by 7. And Casey, what'd you like in that first half? What'd you not like?
Well, I like the initial aggressiveness that I'm seeing from this Falcon offense, especially from Jamari Jackson. He's driving toward the hoop. He's not afraid to get up and take those shots, get fouled. Defensively, they seem to break down. And emotionally, it seems like they're getting in their own heads. They need to play more poised, and I think this halftime break will be good for them to center themselves and, just kind of get back to just playing basketball. It's just a basketball game.
Well, Casey, it was a solid first quarter for the Falcons. They were tied 16-16 at the end of the first. Then they let things slip away, getting outscored 20-13 in the second quarter. So defensively, they need to improve, but also offensively, I think they need to get a little bit more crisp. There was a couple wild shots, maybe trying to do a little bit too much in this high-energy game.
Absolutely. They look a little one-dimensional on offense. It's been a lot of Elias King in the paint. I would like to see some more from Albison. He's taken 1-3. Some more from Jackson even. They need to distribute the ball.
Well, it should be a great second half for sure. We'll take a break and be right back for the halftime report with Marcus Cepeda.
He didn't sink it.
Are we on?
We're back at halftime with the score Jesuit 36 and Christian Brothers 29. And this time we're going to send it down to the third member of our team, Marcus Cepeda, who's alongside with Mr. Milton. Looks like we'll catch up with Marcus Cepeda a little bit later. Right now, again, the halftime score is Jesuit 36, Christian Brothers 29. As Jesuits looked solid offensively, despite not a great performance in the first half by Jake Verga.
Yep. I got to agree. I'm pretty surprised that they have 36 points. Granted that Jake Verga has taken the amount of shots he's taken. It didn't seem like he was much of a factor. Same with Ehrlich. But Rutherford has been carrying this Jesuit offense, and he's been doing a good job of it.
Very impressive start from the sophomore Rutherford, Isaiah Rutherford. And the Falcons need to pick it up a little bit offensively, as other than, bits of spurts of offense, they've been kind of silent.
That's true. I need to see more in the paint from King, or even better, a little bit of spreading the ball around, becoming a multi-conventional attack on offense.
Teams come back onto the court here with less than 2 minutes remaining until the start of the second half. We're going to take a quick break and be right back for the Holy Hoops matchup.
Hey, we're
about ready to start the second half here. Christian Brothers won the opening tip, so Jesuit will have possession to start. Their lead is 7, beginning of the third quarter. Falcons looking for some way to get it going offensively.
Absolutely they are, and I'm looking at number 0 right now. He only had 2 points in this first half. Coming off the knee injury, we're still expecting big things from him.
Albison will start the second half in place of starter Jamar Jackson, who picked up a technical foul after not agreeing with the block called against him. Very quick technical foul, I thought.
I got to agree, Alex, but at the same time, you can't have that from a team captain in this kind of rivalry game.
Yeah, absolutely, Mo. I think I think Jamari was more frustrated with himself than the referee. But he gets up stormy like that, and I guess the referee has the right to call technical foul if he sees fit.
Absolutely he does. Seemed a little premature, but either way, Jamari Jackson's on the bench for the start of this third quarter.
Here's Rutherford now. The sophomore Rutherford was impressive in the opening half. Verga now with it. Rutherford now controlling the ball. Down low. Shot put up there by Ehrlich, unable to convert. It'll stay Jesuit basketball.
Jesuit to inbound.
Back up top to Miller. Ehrlich now down low. Here's Simpson backing up Loftus, and a travel is going to be called against Simpson.
And
Good
he was
there.
way off the mark, too.
Good defense there from Loftus, as now Albison will bring the ball back up.
This defense in the paint, from what I've seen so far in this third quarter, has picked up. And Falcons are going to need that. It hurt them a bit in the first half, but I'm sure they made some halftime adjustments.
Albison now cross-court to Loftus, unable to control it, and the ball is now controlled by Verga. Wide open for Ehrlich. Misses it. Rebound by Marengo. No points
he misses that open three, but the Falcons cannot afford to leave kids wide open like that because Jesuit is going to take advantage of that if it keeps happening.
Marengo now. Marengo dishes off to Wiggin. Wiggin to Albison. Here's Albison now cross-court to Loftus. Loftus now takes the three and is short. Big hustle play by Casey Loftus.
He gets his own rebound.
A small senior Casey Loftus muscles up, gets the offensive board, but unable to convert.
You'd like to see that heart from Casey Loftus. Missed the open shot, but went in there and was able to get his own rebound, and he draws the foul. Casey Loftus. A lot of us know him as the king of flops. Didn't look like much contact there, but Loftus is on the ground.
Yeah, so Loftus is going to be called for the foul there. Tried to get the offensive foul, unable to do so. He's upset with the call. Either way, it'll be Jesuit basketball.
Verga to inbound.
Here's Verga now back up top to Rutherford. Here's Rutherford. Gets a screen from Miller. Rutherford drives. Albison on him. Good defense from Albison, but rebounded by Miller. And a foul is called. Looks like it might be against either Matthew Marengo or Elias King.
That's looking like a foul on Elias King.
It looks like they're going to call it on Marengo. I thought it was probably going to be on King too. Marengo agrees with us, but it'll be foul against Matthew Marengo. And Jesuit will keep the ball here.
When you play aggressive in the box, that's what's going to happen, is you're going to get a few fouls. They need to just stick with it. Not let Isaiah Rutherford drive to the basket like he had in the first half.
Here's Ehrlich now with the drive, and a reach-and foul. Going to be against Casey Loftus. Loftus understands this foul a little bit more than the previous one called against him. And so it'll be Jesuit basketball. As the referee whistles
stoppage
dead.
in play.
It's like they're going to reset the shot clock. Actually, I think Casey Loftus was actually not called for the foul. He was called for stepping out of bounds while touching the basketball. So it'll be Jesuit ball. Taken for the baseline. Here's Rutherford now at the top. Gives it off to Simpson. It'll be Simpson now. Back down low to Miller. Miller to Simpson. Here's Rutherford now. Rutherford drives left, loses the ball, and Elias King will
There's some
snatch
good aggressive defense from the Falcons. You like to see it. Elias King showing what he's got on defense as well as offense in this game.
It's Albison now. Down low to King. King drives left, gets fouled.
Good effort by King. He draws the foul and he'll go to the line.
Elias King, the undisputed face of the franchise, if you want to call it, for the Christian Brothers Falcons.
Absolutely. Been playing since his freshman year, and he's been a force in Holy Hoops in pretty much every game he's played. Last year had 31 points in that contest. Put on a real show for us.
King hits the first free throw. There'll be substitutes for for Jesuit. Miller will take a seat as Wall will check in for him.
looking to cut the lead down to 5, and he does.
So believe it or not, Mo, those were the first 2 points of this second half.
Yeah, and it's coming a little late. This CB defense has picked up, but I need to see more offensively from the Falcons.
Here's Verga now. Verga step back. Instead, he dishes it off to Simpson. Simpson drives. Kicks it down low.
There's more baseline defense from the Falcons. They're not letting up those points in the paint like they were earlier in the contest.
A foul is called against Casey Loftus, so he'll come in and Perot will replace him. Good minutes there from Casey Loftus. As always, full hustle, 110% all day.
Absolutely. You know what you're going to get when you put Casey Loftus in the game. The kid has an endless motor.
Here's Rutherford now. Rutherford drives left, spins, puts up a tough shot, and he's fouled by Perot. So Rutherford gets back to the line, and DeSimone, he's been their most effective player.
He has, and I got to say this aggressive defense that they're playing in the paint has been pretty effective in this second half in shutting down Rutherford, but now he's going to come to the line. And looks like he's going to make that first free throw.
Rutherford tacks on another point for the Marauders. They increase their lead to 6. Sophomore number 4 puts up another made free throw. And the lead is back to 7.
There's Albison.
Albison now looking for King. Here's Elias King. Gets his strip
almost lost the
momentarily.
ball.
Puts up a tough shot and puts it in.
And he puts it in. That's good effort by King. He had Marengo wide open on the arc. Marengo was looking to take a shot, but King just powers through the Jesuit defense and gets to the basket.
Here's Rutherford now. Rutherford to Wall. Wall off the bench, just checked in. And he's going to screen for Ehrlich. Ehrlich now drives and kicks. Here's Rutherford again. Resets this Jesuit offense. Shot clock winding down. It's at 7.
He had Ehrlich in the corner. He throws it up himself, way off the mark from Verga. Didn't even hit rim.
Kickball is going to be called against Wall. So the Falcons will retain possession as King was looking to cross up his counterpart in Wall. Unable to do so, but Falcons will keep possession.
King will inbound it to Albison. Got about 4 minutes left in this third quarter.
Here's Albison now. Albison looking for some room. Gets a screen from King. Albison drives to the right. Now kicks it back out to Marengo. Marengo back to Albison.
Perot open.
Foul is going to be called. Christian Brothers doing a better job in this second half of moving the ball offensively. But most importantly, Mo, is they're doing a much better job defensively.
Absolutely. A lot more effort on defense. A lot less mental errors. And it's kept the game close.
And you got to think at some point the offense is going to start catching up.
Absolutely. They keep playing the way they've been playing defensively, and the offense will come. They just got to be patient and not get in their own heads like they did a bit in the first half.
Here's Marengo. Marengo to Perot, to Wiggin. Now it's Albison with the 3. Albison puts up the shot.
And there's that offense that we were talking about. It's Albison.
Well, we've been waiting for the offensive firepower from the Falcons to catch on.
Absolutely we have. And who better to deliver it than point guard Andre Albison? That knee injury means nothing to him.
Similai down low, off the feed from Wall. Here's King the other way. Wall puts it up. It's fouled, nearly puts it in.
Nice fast-paced attack from Christian Brothers.
But you know what? That's what you need. Off a made basket like that, don't wait around. Put some pace on the ball.
Absolutely. They're pressuring Jesuit. It's a 2-possession game. Timeout called by the Marauders.
Well, in this timeout, we'll take a break here too. It's Jesuit 40, Christian Brothers 36, 3:19 left to go in the third quarter.
And we're back after the timeout. Kings at the line.
The Marauder lead of 7 at halftime has been cut to 4. King with a chance to cut it to 3 right here.
He's off the mark on that free throw. King, usually a pretty reliable free throw shooter.
Well, he does make his second here, so he does cut the lead to 3. Here's Rutherford now, pushing pace. Wall, back up top to Simpson. Simpson back to Rutherford. Rutherford now calling for Simpson to give him some room. Screen from Somale. And Somale now with the ball, down low. Backs up Perot. Strong move there in the post from Somale.
And there's Similai. He's in the game, and you're going to feel his presence because that kid is 6'9", 230 pounds. It's a big player for Jesuit.
Albson drives and kicks to Perot. Perot gets fouled, so he'll be at the line shooting 2 for the Falcons.
And he'll look to cut the lead again to 3. Who knows, maybe we'll see another Albson three-pointer to tie this game up after Perot nails these free throws.
2:45 left to go in the third quarter. Jesuit 42, Christian Brothers 37. And Matt, we have in store for us an exciting finish.
Absolutely. Both these teams have been battling out all game, both giving their all. 2 respectable teams, both winning records. I'm excited for this fourth quarter. We should be in for quite the drama.
Perot, after missing the first, hits the second, cuts the lead to 4. And here's Rutherford again. Here's Verga now, relatively quiet on the night. Verga is fouled by Marengo.
And he'll go to the line. Verga is, I believe, 3 of 4 at the line.
Jesuit is actually not in the bonus, so they will take it out down low. Inbound pass to Simpson. Here's Verga now. Verga hands it off to Rutherford. Sophomore Isaiah Rutherford gives it off to Jake Verga. Verga to Wall. Wall to Simpson. Simpson is
good defense by Wiggin.
Great defense there. Pass up to Perot. Perot catches it, puts it up. Gets fouled. Almost able to get it in for a chance for a three-point play, but Perot was unable to get it to go down.
Still, I like to see that aggressive defense from the sophomore Wiggin. He's not afraid of these Marauders tonight.
And I like to see the pace, too, after the strip. I like to see the Falcons try to run the court here a little bit in the second half. Perot nails the first free throw, cuts the Marauder lead to 3. Perot has been good
I like
in
that
his
from
time
Perot.
off the bench.
I like that from Perot. He's only 55% free throw shooter, but he's making them when they count. And he'll look to cut the lead down to 2 here.
2:14 left to go in the third quarter. 3-point Marauder lead. And Perot cuts it to 2.
Falcon Force is excited about that.
Verga now with control. Down low to Miller. Miller backs up King, puts up a tough shot, misses it. Rebound Perot.
Perot gets the rebound, and I gotta say, I'm impressed with Perot's performance in this game. He's been a real factor. He had that dunk in the first half, playing excellent defense, good at the line.
And
CB's got to be proud of Everett Perot.
And after being down by 7 at the half, Wiggin drives, gets the foul, and he has a chance to tie the game for the Falcons. The crowd reminding us that Wiggin is indeed a sophomore. And he hits the first free throw, unfazed by the pressure.
Absolutely. I'm impressed with that kid.
Timeout on the floor as Christian Brothers has suddenly cut the lead to 1. We'll take a break and be right back. A 7-point halftime lead has been cut to 1. This is Wigan, the sophomore, at the line with a chance to tie the game. An impressive comeback, Mo.
Absolutely. Wigan won't tie it up, but still, brothers are hot right now. Uh-oh, here's Rutherford. This is looking like the first half. He easily drives into the paint, scores aggressively on this Falcons team.
Here's Albison now the other way. Albison drives and kicks out to Tyler. Tyler now takes it back out, passes it to Albison.
They needed a little time to settle back in. Jesuit came out of that timeout ready to score. And the Falcons, I think, are riding a bit of a high because it's a close game right now.
Miller was called for the foul. The Falcons are in the penalty, so they'll shoot free throws. It'll be Elias King at the line. He will not get a chance to tie the game, but if he makes both free throws in this 1-and-1 situation, he'll cut the lead to 1.
First one's no good.
Instead, here's Rutherford now, playing with pace, gives it off to Ehrlich. Ehrlich now decides against driving against Elias King. Smart decision there. Here's Rutherford now, backing up Albison. Rutherford now will take it back out and hand off to Ehrlich. Ehrlich drives left again, does not attempt to put up a shot with King on him. Here's Verga. Verga to Rutherford. 12 seconds left on the shot clock, and here's Rutherford. Good defense here from Christian Brothers.
There's Wigan again. He's playing effective defense, and that shot from Rutherford is not going to come down.
King now to Perrott, and an offensive foul as Verga draws it on Perrott. Perot called for the foul, offensive foul, and immediately substitutions coming for the Falcons as Perot will sit down, and he's being replaced
looks like
by
Ben Sneed is
Ben
in the
Sneed.
game, the sophomore.
Ben Sneed will jump in for the first time. And here's Rutherford now. 3-point Marauder lead. Under a minute left to go in the third quarter. Here's Verga. Jake Verga steps back. Sends dishes off to Isaiah Rutherford. Rutherford now. Drives, spins. Looked like a travel there.
Wow.
No call. That is absurd. Here's Albison after the 2 points from Rutherford. Albison.
Rutherford anchoring this Marauder offensive attack. There's the three-pointer attempt from Sneed.
Sneed unable to hit, and the Marauders regain possession. So after the Falcons cut it to 1, 4 points from the Marauders have got it back out to 5, and they'll be able to hold for the final shot here if they choose.
She's out to Ehrlich.
They got the ball in the right hands. Here's Rutherford. Rutherford pulls up from the free throw line, misses.
No good.
Ball
Rebounded
taken
by
by
Wigan.
Wigan. King puts up a prayer. Unable to hit. So at the end of 3 quarters, the score is Christian Brothers 41, Jesuit 46. A 5-point Marauder lead they will have entering the fourth quarter. We'll take a break and be right back for the conclusion of this Holy Hoops game. Welcome back to the Ron Lineberger Gym here at Christian Brothers High School. The score is 41-46 in favor of the Marauders. Falcons looking to climb back into the game in the fourth quarter. Albison controlling the ball. He's played well off the bench tonight for Christian Brothers. Here's Perot, another player who's played well off the bench. And Perot lays it in.
He's made his presence known tonight.
Jesuit playing tempo, kicks it off of Wigan. It'll stay Jesuit basketball.
Another young player making his presence known tonight, Isaiah Rutherford. He's got a Marauder high 13 points tonight. That's already over his points per game average.
Simpson drives and kicks out to Ehrlich. Ehrlich misses but gets his own rebound and an easy 2 for the Marauders.
And you want to see more aggressive rebounding from that Christian Brothers defense in the paint.
Here's Albison now drives, puts up the layup. Layup is good.
Albison with the layup.
Marauder lead cut back down to 3. Christian Brothers has been able to climb back into the game every time Jesuit's gone up, but they've been unable to take the lead. Here's Wall now. Wall driving to the left, kicks it back out to Rutherford. Rutherford will reset. Albison on him. Rutherford drives, puts up a tough shot.
Oh, by Perot! Wow!
Here's Albison the other way, kicks it out. Wigan, the open 3. Offensive foul. And
I gotta say, I'm just impressed. I am just impressed by Perot.
That was an incredible block and another great defensive effort by Jake Verga. Even though he's not had the best offensive night, he's made his presence known on the defensive side of the ball, drawing a couple charges.
Absolutely he has. Rutherford has taken the lead in scoring for the Marauders, but Jake Verga is by no means having a bad night.
What could have been a tie game for the Falcons on the Wigan 3 instead turns into a turnover. And here's Verga now for the Marauders, still with a 3-point advantage. Hands it off to Wall. Wall to Ehrlich. Ehrlich cuts back, spins. Good, strong move to the basket. Unable to finish. Gets his rebound again and puts it in.
And there's what we were talking about on the last possession. They need to get those rebounds. They can't let Jesuit have more offensive rebounds because they will just put it back up.
Ehrlich's 2 offensive rebounds lead to 2 layups. It's just Albison with a little.
And you knew that was perfect from Albison.
18-footer from Albison is good. It cuts the lead back down to 3. Falcons have not been able to get much closer than this. They cut the lead to 1 in the third quarter, but were unable to take the lead. Here's Verga. Verga thinks about a 3 instead, dishes it down over Miller. Miller, nice fake there. Increases the Jesuit lead to 5, and now the scoring is picked up on both sides of the ball.
Here's Wigan.
Wigan drives, puts it wide. So Elias King is there.
Put back up by King.
Looked like he got hit.
Timeout called by the Falcons.
Falcons call a timeout. It's a 3-point advantage for the Marauders. 52-49 with 5 minutes, 46 seconds left in the fourth quarter. We'll take a break and be right back. Welcome back to the fourth quarter of the Holy Hoops matchup between the Jesuit Marauders and the Christian Brothers Falcons. I'm Alex Forcier alongside Matthew DeSimone. And DeSimone, what can the Falcons do to get back in this game and try to get the W?
Well, again, they just got to be more consistent with their box defense. Jesuit keeps taking advantage of it, getting these offensive rebounds, and it's hurting the Falcons.
Here's Verga now. Verga controlling the play. Pull-up jump shot off. Rebound taken by Miller.
There's another offensive rebound from Jesuit.
Right as you said. Another offensive rebound leads to a second chance for the Marauders. Let's see if they can take advantage. Here's Verga now driving to the right. Verga pulls it back. Dishes off to Wall. Wall down low to Miller. Miller back to Wall. Wall now driving baseline to Miller. Miller drives, puts up a left-handed shot and in.
And it just seems like the CB defense kind of slacks a bit after these stoppages in play. Marengo for three.
That's Marengo's third three-pointer of the night, and it comes at no bigger time. As now Perot is tying his shoe in the backfield, allows Verga a wide-open jump shot. I don't know why Perot wouldn't wait until a stoppage in play.
Yeah, I got to say, that cost the Falcons there. They need Perot, especially when they're struggling in the paint, to be fully present on defense.
King down low, makes a move, puts up a tough shot. No foul called. And Jesuit is back in control with the 4-point lead with 4:25 left to go.
He's
wide open. Miss Simpson missed it. But another offensive rebound. And now the Falcons scrambling for the ball. And it's going to be off of Tyler. The Falcons regain possession. Seems like every single time the Marauders get an offensive rebound, they convert on the second chance.
Absolutely. And I got to say, I'm surprised that Simpson missed that wide open three-pointer. He shoots 39% from beyond the arc. Pretty impressive for a kid of his size. You would expect him to do a lot more in the paint.
Jamari Jackson just checked in for the first time in the second half, but a timeout will be taken, and we'll take a break with it. We'll be right back. 4:16 left to go in the game. (56-52) in favor of the Marauders here with 4 minutes and 16 seconds left in this Holy Hoops matchup. It'll be Jesuit with the ball.
And we are in for what promises to be an exciting finish in this one, Alex.
Here's Rutherford now. Rutherford has been the star of the game for Jesuit. Rutherford dishes off to Verga. Verga back to Rutherford. Rutherford hands it off to Simpson. Back to Rutherford. Good defense here from the Falcons, but defensive rebounding has been their issue. Rutherford straight down the hole.
That's too easy for Rutherford. That looks a lot like what they were giving up in that first half. Marengo from three again. Ooh, off the mark.
Good hustle by Perot, but unable to get the strip. And here's Rutherford back the other way with a 6-point lead for Jesuit. Ball broken up by King.
Break up by King there. And here's Jamari with that aggressiveness. He gets blocked by Rutherford. That was ugly.
Action Jackson looking for the foul. Nothing comes of it. And it's going to remain a 6-point lead for Jesuit momentarily. Christian Brothers does keep possession of the ball. But they need some offense quick. As Jesuit looks strong on the offensive side of the ball, they need to keep
Jackson
pace.
inbounds it to John Tyler. That deep three-pointer won't count.
It'll be Elias King at the line again. Seems like he's lived there tonight for the Falcons. 2 big free throw attempts coming, trying to cut the lead to 4.
Absolutely. Elias King, I think he's got 14 points right now, looking to get about 16.
King hits the first. That's a big free throw for the Falcons. Cuts the lead to 5. Albison will check back in for Tyler. Albison's been great off the bench tonight for the Falcons. He's a usual starter, but was dealing with a knee injury, which kept him out of the starting lineup tonight, but he has proved effective off the bench.
Yeah, he was. He was limited at practice yesterday, and he's just coming to this game ready to play. He's playing through it.
King hits the second free throw, and here's Jesuit now back the other way, leading by 4. Rutherford with the ball. Rutherford dishes out to Miller. Miller's been effective all night.
Ooh, Miller drives to the baseline, and there's that defense in the paint that CB just can't seem to consistently defend well.
Jackson earns the foul in 2 shots, so Jamari Jackson will be at the line. Again, looking to try to pull the Falcons within 4. Falcons trail by 6 now.
Jamari Jackson, of course, excellent basketball player, also an all-city football player. And he's the face of the franchise for that football team.
Jesuit crowd letting Jamari Jackson hear it, reminding him of the Holy Bull loss that occurred. I know, DeSimone, you took part in that loss too.
Yeah, I did. I'm kind of surprised they're chanting about it because the score was 7-0 at halftime.
Here's Perot now struggling for the loose ball, and it's going to be a jump ball called. Possession arrow in favor of the Marauders. A good hustle play by Perot, but it will remain Marauder basketball. So the Marauders still have a 6-point lead. Time running out for the Falcons to climb back into this game. 3 minutes and 13 seconds until they'll take the L.
Only down 6 points. That's just a couple clutch three-pointers from Albison, Jackson. Marengo's been hot from beyond the arc tonight. This game can turn around real fast, but it just seems like every time that the Falcons get close to that Marauder lead, Marauders go on a 5, 6, 7-point run.
After being down 7 at halftime, they cut it to 1 in the third quarter. Have not been that close since. Jesuit was able to pull back ahead. Here's Ehrlich again.
Extending the lead.
Ehrlich has been fantastic for the Marauders tonight. Him and Rutherford have really carried the team. Foul called, and it's going to be another 1-and-1 chance for Elias King. Foul called against Simpson, so King will shoot free throws again. And the Christian Brothers Falcons really need these 2 free throws made from Elias King to stay in this game.
Absolutely they do. These are 2 very important free throws that King is shooting, but he's a clutch player. That Falcon fan base can count on him.
Junior Elias King at the free throw line. 2 huge free throws coming, and he makes the first. An even bigger free throw approaches right here for King, looking to cut the Marauder lead to 6.
Just off the mark.
King rims out, and here comes Rutherford again. Rutherford to Simpson. Simpson hands it off to Ehrlich. Ehrlich, sensational tonight for the Marauders. Gives it off to Verga. Verga back to Rutherford. Rutherford now. He's controlled the pace of play all night. Hand off to Miller. Miller's been great down there, and there's another bucket.
There's more points for Jesuit in the paint. And we really expected them to score from beyond the arc. But they've just been able to expose that baseline defense of the Falcons.
Another strong defensive rebound from the Marauders. They've dominated the glass tonight, which has been a big issue for the Falcons, unable to get defensive rebounds or any second chance points of their own. Here's Rutherford now. Rutherford sizing up Jamari Jackson. Rutherford now drives left, puts up a shot, blocked by Jamari Jackson, but Miller again, offensive rebound. There it is again.
That's been the story of the game tonight. And I gotta say, I'm surprised that the score isn't a wider margin, just because of the amount.
Ehrlich misses the 3, but another failed attempt at a defensive rebound from the Falcons, and a team offensive rebound for the Marauders.
And Jesuit's got a 9-point lead with a minute 47 left in the fourth quarter. Falcons are taking a timeout.
Falcons call timeout, and we'll take a timeout with them. We'll be right back for the conclusion of the Holy Hoops game. Back here with Jesuit up by 9, 64-55 inbounding. Ball will be kicked back out to Miller. Miller's been sensational down low tonight for the Marauders. Same with Ehrlich. Ehrlich gives it to Rutherford. It's been Ehrlich, Rutherford, and Miller leading the offensive attack for the Marauders. Ehrlich with the ball.
Ooh, bounces off of Simpson. And Albison's fighting for that ball.
It's a jump ball. Christian Brothers will gain possession. And trailing by 9, they're going to need to get some points real fast.
Yeah, I'd like to see some guys getting open. Take some three-point shots. Let's make this an exciting finish.
Matt Marengo has 3 3-pointers tonight. Jamar Jackson looking for him, unable to find him, so Jackson will go back to the left. Jackson pulls up,
Shoots
takes
it
a shot, misses. Rebound by the Marauders. Oh,
there's Wiggin playing some aggressive defense.
Looked like it was a pretty good trap there by Marengo and Wiggin, but the foul is called, so Rutherford will be at the line. And this Holy Hoops game is slowly getting away from the Falcons as they trail by 9 with Rutherford, the pure shooter, at the line.
Rutherford's got 15 points tonight. Looking to make that 17. That's a high for the Marauders. And he's showing out. He's well over his average points per game.
Rutherford misses, rebound by King. Falcons have to move fast here. Here's Albison to Marengo. Marengo looking for some room, unable to find some, has to dish it back out to Wiggin. Wiggin to Albison. Albison to Wiggin. They have to put a shot up quickly, and Wiggin does, and he's fouled. 2 huge free throws here for Wiggin.
Absolutely. Wiggin has to nail these if CB wants to stay in the game.
Looking to cut the Marauder lead to 7.
Another big performance tonight from King. He's well over double digits. He got 19 points. Under his points per game average, though. You can't blame him.
Yeah, this Marauder defense has been hard for the Falcons to infiltrate. As Wiggin hits the first free throw, cuts the lead to 8. Jamar Jackson checks back into the game for Tyler. The Falcons will need some help on the defensive side. Try to force a couple turnovers and quick shots if they want to climb their way back into this game. Wiggin hits the second. Jesuit avoiding the press, and Wiggin is called for the foul. Christian Brothers wanted an offensive foul, as it looked like Wall threw an elbow up into the face of Wiggin. Instead, Wiggin will be called for the block, and Wall will shoot at the line.
I got to say, generally good refereeing this game, but that call was questionable.
It's 1-1. The Falcons need a miss.
They don't get one. Jesuit extends their lead to 8 points with 52.3 seconds left in the fourth.
Wall hits them both. 2 huge free throws for the Falcons. Marauder lead back to 9. Here's Albison. Albison driving up the right sideline, now brings it back out. Falcons got to hurry, and a pick by Verga. Verga has been sensational defensively. And Wall is fouled by Tyler. And that should about do it for the Falcons, as Wall will now have a chance to increase the lead to double digits for the first time since the third quarter.
Yeah, Falcons have been battling it out, but not looking too hot right now. And I got to say, when you're playing Jesuit, when you're playing a big rivalry team like this that everyone expects you to lose to, it really builds up towards the end when they start to pull away. That's a hard thing to overcome. I've been impressed with the boys tonight. They played their guts out.
Jesuit pulling away late. This has been a close, contested game much of the way as Albison throws up a wild shot. Unable to get it. It's Verga with the rebound. Verga immediately fouled by Marengo. As I was saying, this has been a close game
It absolutely has. It absolutely has. And we expected a close game.
Jesuit able to pull away late thanks to good free throw shooting, and the Falcons unable to convert on the offensive side of the ball.
Absolutely.
Up by 11 here, 68-57, with 28 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter.
And Verga's at the line to extend that lead. He hits the first free throw.
Well, Verga, a great shooter. Haven't seen all of his shooting ability on display tonight. He's been great defensively, as now some of the Jesuit backups are put into the game, and they're getting a huge round of applause from the Jesuit fans who made the trip Christian Brothers is going to call a timeout here with 28 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter. We'll be right back for the end of the game. Back here from Christian Brothers High School, Jesuit leading 69 to 57. It's Jake Verga at the line. And he's going to make the second free throw, so he hits both his free throws, increases the lead to 13. And Mo, the score right now doesn't really do justice to how close a game this was.
Absolutely. That's the biggest lead of the night for the Marauders. Schneider in the game. He's a character.
Loftus drives to the hole, gets fouled. Basket will not count. But Loftus will go to the line. Chance to get his first points of the night.
And this is really the part in the contest where the student sections have fun yelling at each other. We've heard some pretty creative chants in this high school rivalry matchup.
They have been going back and forth all night long as Loftus hits both his free throws. Cuts the Jesuit lead to 11, but at this point it doesn't really matter as Jesuit will go on to win this Holy Hoops matchup.
Yeah, we got 15 seconds left in the contest. This looking like the last possession of the game.
Kick ball called against Marengo, and with 9.2 seconds remaining, this game is just about wrapped up. Jesuit 70, Christian Brothers 59. It was a hard-fought game, including a 1-point advantage for Jesuit in the third quarter.
Absolutely it was.
They were able to pull away at the end, however, as they're now up by 11. Looks like they'll try to hold the ball until the bitter end.
And that's the end.
Clock
Holy
sounds.
Hoops 2017. It was a good contest. Hard-fought game by both teams. So the Marauders will advance now to 10-6, and the Brothers will fall to 9-6.
Ultimately a disappointment for the Falcons. They'll be upset with the outcome after being so close, playing so close, and being in the game the entire way. But there are positives to be taken away from this game. They played better in the second half defensively for sure. At the end, free throws, they pulled away at the end a little bit.
Yeah,
better defensively, but they just need to improve a little bit offensively to stay with the Marauders.
Absolutely. I'm sure they'll be ready to bounce back against Vista. That's another big rivalry game coming up this Tuesday in the Ron Langberger Gym, 7 p.m.
Well, I think we'll be there and broadcasting the game, so make sure to tune into that one live on youtube.com/KBFT. And for Matthew DeSimone, Jake Malore, Marcus Cepeda, I'm Alex LaForestier saying good night here from the Ron Lineberger Gym at Christian Brothers High Schools. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you at the Vista game.
Signing off.